Hi and welcome to Wickersley Angling Centre. Today I want to talk about something. I've been I'm always sat thinking of things what I can talk about on my little videos, and people, I have loads of people come up to me at shop and say, them videos Al you do are brilliant, keep doing them. But over a period of time you start to, you think, well, I talked about that last time, and so obviously you want to talk about different things. So I was fishing the other day and I was sat and thinking, I've got some filming to do next week and what can I talk about? And then the penny dropped. I thought, do you know something? I'm going to talk about something to do with fishing on one of my videos, but not actually fishing tackle as such today. And I think this one is really, really important. And it's something that I have suffered with in the last couple of weeks, and I've not known it until Mondays when I've come to work. And over the last couple of weeks, the weather's been really, really hot for fish and for fishing. And you know, we're not used to the temperatures being 28, 29, 30 degrees. But what we all do, and don't get me wrong, I've done it loads of times in the past, and Luke's sat here behind camera and he's laughing his head off because he's a ginger, so he's got to listen to this one. And we were talking off air just a couple of minutes ago, went, do you know something? I did all them, exactly what you've just been on about last week when I went out filming. So I do think this is really important, and not many people ever talk about it. And it's actually, when you start fishing in these conditions, the biggest mistake we all make as anglers is we sit there, we work inside all week or whatever, we sat out on bank, first thing you do is you take your shirt off. Well, you do if you're nice and skinny, not like me who's a big fat whale, but you sit there on bank with no shirt on and you put a pair of flip-flops on and you put your shorts on. And you sat there fishing, and because you're fishing, you don't think about it. You're just getting on with what you're doing, catching a few fish, seeing what he's caught next to you and what have you. But as you sat there, you're actually getting redder and redder and redder, and you're burning. So when you're burning, that means when you're getting hot and you can feel your skin getting hot and you look down at your arms and they're getting red, they're not just getting red, they're actually burning. So your skin's on fire really, basically. So it's not doing you any good. And the last couple of weeks when I've come into work on a Monday, I've felt a bit rough when I've been at work. And the only thing I can put it down to is I've had a bit of heat stroke and not thought of it as such, because the weather's been really, really hot. And on the Mondays I've been not quite ill, but I've not felt my normal self. And it's definitely because I've had a bit of heat stroke when I've been fishing. So what I've done this last weekend when it were really hot is, I haven't used one of these myself, but loads of people tell me how good these are. But I don't really like much on my arms when it's warm. But I'm definitely gonna give them a go. And they're like a bit of what they call, are they Under Armours or whatever you want to call them? And they're a zip neck top. They're really, really thin, but they keep the UV sunlight off your skin. So if you're not into wearing suntan cream, try one of these. They're really thin and they look really cool as a material. So have a go with one of them. But what I've also done, and bought myself one of these hats. I usually fish in one of these, which we all do, which is a normal baseball cap. Problem is with a baseball cap, it keeps the sun off your eyes, but then always back of your neck and your ears get burnt with these on. Now they're very good, obviously, because they stop top of your head getting burnt underneath, but your neck and your ears, when you get back to the car, well, some days my ears, I think I've got two bloody port scratchings on the side of my head because my ears are crazzled up to out. Get yourself one of these. Now they're actually called bush hats, but I call it me daft hat. And I tell you something, I don't care who laughs at me now on bank, I will never go fishing in the summer without one of these again. And I can't believe the difference. It's not made to me fishing, obviously, but how better I feel when I come to work or when I'm packing up at the end of the day, because I'm not feeling red hot and my neck isn't burning in my ears. And I call it me daft hat. You put one of them on. Now, I look daft anyway in outerwear, but with this on, I look even dafter. But don't worry about that. When they're all laughing at you and they all look like lobsters at the end of the day, you're laughing at them then, because you'll come home and you're right as a bobbin when you go to work or you go out or do whatever you want. But what this does is, with having a big wide brim on it, it keeps your ears completely covered and it keeps back of your neck covered as well. So you don't get that burning sensation on side of your ears and on back of your neck. So get yourself one of these. I know that, as I said, I know they look a bit daft, but trust me, they're absolutely worth every penny that they are. You can get them from fishing tackle shops. The one I use myself has actually got a back flap on as well, so it comes a bit further down my neck, and I just got it from an outdoor walking shop or something like that. They're not dead expensive, but they absolutely are worth the weight in gold. Right, the other thing I've also been doing as well with the heat is, obviously, as I say, when you look at your skin, you're getting burned and you're going redder and redder and redder. Get yourself, I know it's a bit tedious job, and like I had it other day, I'd walked to my peg, I went to Ferry Meadows, and at Ferry Meadows your short walk's about 3 miles with all your tackle, so when you go there, by the time you get to your peg you're sweating, and because I was sweating, obviously I've got my head's sweating, and then I've got a bit of suntan cream going down and stinging in my eyes. But I'd sooner have stinging in my eyes for 10 minutes than a burnt head for 2 weeks. Get yourself some really good suntan cream. Now, this is the one I use myself, and it's called P20. That is the name of it. Because it used to only come in factor 20 when it originally came out, and you could only buy it from airports. But nowadays, they do a factor 10, a factor 15, a factor 20, a factor 30, and this one for youngsters. If you're taking your youngsters fishing, get them some factor 50 on. And this suntan cream is the best I've ever tried. As I say, you can get it now online, you can get it at different supermarkets. Some of the other shops on High Street sell it, but have a look and get some of this P20. I use the factor 30 for most of my what I use, and I've been on holiday as well in different parts of the world and what have you, and been to some hot places, and I've never been burnt once I put this on. But if you're a ginger like Luke or whatever, and or you've got taking your young uns fishing, get them some of this. This is the factor 50. Honestly, it's like wearing a bulletproof vest. No one gets through this. It's really, really good. And as I say, you only have to put it on once in the morning. So when you're getting up in the morning, just rub some on your skin and that's it, done for the day. It's also good when you do go on holiday as well. It doesn't ruin your clothes. It don't mark your clothes, even if you've got a white t-shirt on. Some of them used to stain it, like this did originally. Used to stain it brown. You don't get no staining now on your clothes. And it's also a once a day suntan cream. And you can also go swimming with it and everything like that. It's waterproof. You're totally covered in water as well with the suntan cream on, and you only have to use it once a day. And honestly, if you're going fishing, get your centre daft out, get some of this on as well, because this will help save you. The other thing as well, keep hydrated. Take a couple of bottles of water with you extra. Just chuck them in your cool bag or whatever, because at some point in the day, you'll be gasping for a drink. One of the things I do as well is I usually, when it's hot like this, I always take a cool bag with me to carry my bait in for fishing, so I don't have to get it all out then at once. I take all my bait, bagged up in plastic bags, so I can open the bag, take a few maggots out. After a couple of hours, if I ain't used them all and they're running round in your trays because it's that hot, I just throw them ones away and then I'll get some fresh ones out of my cool bag. But what I also do is I use the bottles of water when I'm going to drink as my ice packs. So I always keep 2, 3, 4 of these in my freezer anyway. So it's actually doing then a dual purpose. So because the water, it's for me to drink, but it also works as an ice pack in my cool bag. And the bottles of water actually last longer than the ice packs, some of the ice packs what you buy. So keep yourself hydrated, take plenty of water and keep drinking, and then you can carry on fishing and have a good day.